Hey, what's up guys? Peach out here bringing you a guide for Challenge Rift 38, week of March 12th through March 18th. So let's get in there, check it out. Alright guys, let's take a look at our soul mirror and go over our abilities. We have all yellow items, not a single legendary on. We don't have to talk about any gear. We do have a Bane of the Stricken, a Bane of the Trapped, and a Pain Enhancer. We don't really have to go over them. They're pretty passive for the most part. You have a Gravel of Judgment, Bracers of the First Men, and a Band of Might. So the two big things to know is that Bracers of the First Men and Gravel of Judgment buff your Hammer of Ancients damage. Your Band of the First Might gives you crazy toughness. So after Furious Charging, you're going to take 80% reduced damage for 8 seconds after a Furious Charge, which we have bound to our left click. Right click is Hammer of the Ancients with Smash, and what Smash rune does is it increases your critical strike chance the more Fury you have. You'll be at full Fury for most of this build, so you're going to have crazy crit. Hammer of the Ancients with Smash synergizes with Gravel of Judgment and Bracers of the First Men. Both of those things combine to buff that up. Then you have a War Cry with Impunity. This is increasing your armor. It's pretty passive. You don't have to worry about it too much. It gives you armor and elemental resistance. Battle Rage Bloodshed is pretty big for this build, and what it does is it increases your damage by 10% and gives you 3% chance to crit for 2 minutes. But the important thing is the Bloodshed rune deal damage equal to 20% of your recent critical hits to enemies within 20 yards every second. You're going to have crazy crit with this build. You're going to do a lot of crit hit damage. Every second, 20% of that's going to get blasted out as AoE. It's going to melt the big groups of trash that you have. Berserker Wrath gives you a lot of beneficial stats. It gives you 10% crit, 25% attack speed, 20% dodge, and 20% movement, and 50% increased overall damage. It lasts for 20 seconds. It's got a 2-minute cooldown. You have Ground Stomp, which generates 15 Fury. It pulls all enemies within 24 yards to you and stuns them. This is how you're going to group trash up to smash it down really quick. All of your passives are pretty passive. You don't have to worry about it. You have Cheat Death, and you have other abilities that increase strength and increase damage while at max Fury, and 40% damage to enemies that are low health. These are all passive. You don't have to worry about it. So if we look at our skills, the things that you have to realize is Furious Charge is on left click. So as you Furious Charge, it has a cooldown. The cooldown will be reduced for every enemy that you hit. If you hit 3 or more enemies, it will pretty much completely give it back. I think 4 gives it back instantly. If you only hit 3, it's very short. So try to charge into 2 or 3 enemies at least to get that back up quickly. You want to pop War Cry with Impunity every time it's up, and you can because it generates 20 Fury. That's awesome. You want to Ground Stomp frequently because it also generates 15 Fury and it pulls all the enemies in close to you. You want to make sure you keep Battle Rage Bloodshed up at all times to get that free area damage. Pop your Wrath of the Berserker on big trash packs or elites every single time. Basically, you can hold down right click and smash your hammer as much as possible using your left click, your Furious Charge, to get around and move through mobs. Before we go in and start the rift, I'm going to throw a map on the screen that has highlights of all of the spots the elites are at. Give you guys a quick overview. I have levels 1 through 5. You should complete the rift on level 4, but it gives you a generic overview. You can pause the video while you're doing your run at this spot, throw that map up, and then you can see where those elite spots are at. If it takes you a couple runs to get the challenge rift, you can memorize those spots and go from elite pack to elite pack. Make sure you kill some of the trash. You can't elite hunt and get the timer just alone by doing that. You need to kill trash, but at least you know exactly where those elites are and what paths you need to take in the map so you don't get a dead end and have to turn around wasting valuable time. All right guys, let's get in here and kill this. So the first things you want to do, pop your Battle Rage Bloodshed and your War Cry. You want to group things up, start smashing it with your Wrath of Berserker. All these elites are kind of bunched up off the start, so hopefully you can get a nice little damage cycle in on them, get them killed. This is a lot of trash here, so we're going to try to group it up. I didn't do a very good job of grouping up that trash. We're going to go down here, stay in this empty spot, kill some of this trash if you can. The second entrance to this circle path, there's an elite in the back, so you definitely want to come up here, kill this elite pack if you can, group things up if you can. As soon as it's dead, let's get out of here. As we traverse this hallway, there's a little bit of stuff down here we want to kill. So we're going to group this stuff up if we can, kill it. Come down here. There is a power pylon down here. We're going to pop it if I can, if it'll let me. Now we're going to just blow all of this stuff up. Make sure you get these big guys. They're worth decent amounts. There's an elite pack right here that I did a really bad job of getting grouped up. Should have already been dead, but I kind of botched it. And they're going to get those orbs. There's a second elite pack through this door. Double elite packs right there. So we're going to kill all them. We're going to come in here and get all this trash here, making sure we're keeping our cooldowns up as much as possible. Killing the trash, getting out of here. The second level, there's an elite pack right off to the left. As soon as you go down here, there's an elite pack. The trick to this elite pack is to smash them all at the same time with your wrath. They are Avengers, so they like to get more HP, but if you can hit them all at the same time, it helps. And then another tip I'll give you for this section, is very low density, so you need to try to use your Furious Charge as best as you can to traverse this long hallway. As soon as you see packs of trash, you can basically charge into it to move and reset that cooldown. And then as soon as you get to this up area, you can keep grouping up this trash and killing it. It does a pretty good job. And then there's an elite right down at the end of this hallway. So we're just going to keep killing some of this trash, waiting for our cooldown to come back. That was a very bad Furious Charge on my part. And then as soon as we get down here, there's actually a double pack of elites. So we're going to group them up. We're going to try to smash all of them at the same time. Try not to stand in the dumb stuff like I did and get yourself killed. All those elites are dead, picking up all the orbs, and we are getting out of here. Speed pylon, pop it. Furious Charge to the end. As soon as you get to this next level, we want to kill some of this trash. You can't skip too much trash, otherwise you won't make the timer. So as soon as we get to like things like this doorway, blow it up. Here's the elite here. We're going to blow this elite up. Again, don't stand in the explosions, but make sure you're grouping the stuff up, charging. You can eat one explosion. It's about all you can take. Again, killing the trash. Did a bad job of getting this elite dead. That took way too long. So don't be like me. Kill that elite faster. Grouping up all this trash, killing it. Popping this door if I can. Again, grouping up all this trash. There's a channeling pylon. You want to pop that as soon as you can. That way you can have Wrath of the Berserker and your groups to get all this trash sucked in. Get these orbs and get out of here fast. Down this hallway. A lot of trash down here. Battle Rage Bloodshed kills all that trash. Again, same thing down here. Wrath of the Berserker, you want to keep popping that as much as you can. Getting down these hallways, down these doors. Grouping up trash here. Still got that channeling pylon, so keep grouping stuff up. Keep popping all your cooldowns. Making sure stuff dies as fast as you can. This next level, this is where it gets slow because this is empty. You need to stay to the south side of this map. The south side is where all the elites are at. So we're going to stay to the south. We got our Wrath of the Berserker up. We got these things dead. Got to kill a little bit of this trash. Otherwise, we're not going to have enough. Again, we're going to stay to the south. There's one more set of elites over here if we can get to them in time. The timer is really tight because I already beat it. Again, I'm fighting my own time. I am not fighting the actual Challenge Rift timer. So gonna use this Oculus Circle if I can. Get these guys dead. Group up everything I can. I got 20 seconds. I might be alright. I might pull it off. That previous run I did was a very good run. 99. Die. Got him. Alright, I got my Wrath of the Berserker up. I'm popping it as soon as I can. I'm charging him. He disappeared. Come back. Make sure that you're charging. I'm eating this circle because I can. I know I'll live. But there you go. I beat my old time. We'll see what time I got. I did it in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. So about 20 seconds faster than the original run. Kind of tight timer this week, but it's definitely doable. So I'm gonna go over the key points to the run. Knowing where the elite packs are at, I have a map that I put up. Make sure you look at the map. You'll learn where the elites are at. Make sure you're killing trash. Make sure you're grouping trash up by using your ground stomp with Retching Smash. Ground stomp is huge. You want to pull those elites in and kill everything together. You get more damage from your pain enhancer. Critical hits cause the enemy to bleed. That damage is really insignificant, but what it does give you is grants 3% attack speed for each bleeding enemy within 20 yards. So when you get all those enemies grouped up together and you crit them, they start bleeding, they die fast, things explode, your battle rage bloodshed stacks up, things die even faster from that. So the more trash, the better. Use your ground stomp to get it up, kill all the elite packs, kill the big groups of trash. Use your Wrath of the Berserker on the elite packs if you have it, on the big groups of trash if you have it. Furious Charge to move through the empty parts of the rift, try to hit enemies if you can. And I think you guys are gonna knock it out. I'll see you guys next week for Challenge Rift 39. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I stream 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, Saturdays and Sundays at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come hang out on Twitch with me, twitch.tv/thepeachild, or you can drop a comment in the video below. I'll try to answer you on YouTube. Thanks, guys.